Welcome back
There we go. I'm getting better at this now.
to another episode.
Wait, it's a mini-sode.
To another mini episode.
Was that... Was that
It's
an
an
M?
M.
Oh, for the people watching? It's okay, I can see
I
it.
didn't do the Jay-Z Illuminati sign.
Did you do the covering
The-
line?
Will we get famous now if I do that?
Only if
Will
we
they
sell
come knock
out.
on our doors?
Yeah.
I don't want it.
You have to give up your firstborn son.
Oh, well, thank God I'm gay. That doesn't happen, so.
Well, they'll put it in you anyway.
Oh, never mind. Take it back. Get the fuck away from me. Anyways,
And speaking of demonic, what's our mini about?
demonic?
Yeah. Well, what entity? Who are we talking about?
The devil himself?
Devil came down to Georgia.
I love that song. It's just a good beat. And not many people can sing it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's rough.
Um,
So what do you got for us?
I have some outrageous breaking news from mid-October.
Wait, outraged? You're outraged?
There's a lot of outrage over this, guys.
Is it outrage or is it, quote, outrage?
No, I think people are really upset about this.
Okay.
People are very upset. I'm going to read you a little headline here. Maybe you already heard about this.
We interrupt this program for an important safety message from Vanessa.
Welcome back. We have breaking news. The evil queen is no more.
She's dead. Good news.
The evil queen is no more, guys. Disneyland parks to get rid of Evil Queen from Snow White and other villains as year-round performers. These villain characters will only return during Halloween season.
Does it have a list? You mentioned this and I forgot to ask you. I know you said the Evil Queen.
Maleficent.
They won?
Huh?
They won? They're not going to be there?
What do you mean they won?
They're taking them out?
They won. Yeah, they have come to the conclusion that they don't need to be there year-round. Just on Halloween.
Let me take a look at this. While you're talking about it, let me take a
Just
look.
on Halloween. And there's a comment here on this post that says, no, Disneyland is not getting rid of villains from the park. According to official statements from Disney parks, rumors suggesting villains would be removed from the Halloween after the Halloween season are inaccurate, though the number of villain characters may rotate seasonally. Disney has confirmed that villains remain an important part of the parks and their appearances are a regular rotation, not a permanent discontinuation. I call bullshit on that, and I think Disney may have said that statement because of the outrage. And when I mean outrage, I mean people doing TikToks after TikToks of interviewing the Queen and her saying, yes, they want to get rid of me. And I'll only be here for a certain amount of time. And according to some of these videos and articles, people have actually complained about the Evil Queen because she plays the character so well. And I don't blame her because you're the Evil Queen. You have to play the part.
I guess, yeah.
And she's hilarious.
Okay, so maybe I haven't been to Disneyland in a
Neither have I.
long time. I mean, why would I waste my money to go there? But, I mean, seriously, if you're in California, I'm heading right up to Magic Mountain or Legoland. Screw Disneyland. But, so maybe I don't remember how, and there's probably no way to find out.
What?
How many and how often Disney villains are roaming around Disneyland at a given time to be interacting with or taking pictures with. That's what I'm curious.
Specifically the villains?
Yeah, because I never, like I said, I said before, like if you're out there and there's Snow White and Cinderella, the princesses, because that's what you want little girls to aspire to be. I never knew that they really cared so much about having the Evil Queen or Cruella de Vil or Maleficent or Ursula or Jafar or Scar or anybody like that. I mean, Jafar would be kind of cool with his little cane and stuff. But I never really thought, maybe again, I haven't been there in a long time, so if people are listening, feel free to put in a comment on YouTube. If you've been there recently, are they really having these villains walking around interacting with the crowds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are just like an everyday character, like a princess or.
So people they celebrate their villains as much as they do
Yes.
their prince. Okay,
It's
I
kind of
just
like the horror community going out there and celebrating the villains.
well,
the
that's
evil
horror.
queen.
And like we said before, what does it have to do with Halloween?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we removing? So they're only going to bring them out during the Halloween season,
But they're not Halloween characters.
right? But because they're evil villains, so Halloween is about villains.
Stupid.
Is it?
That's what I'm saying. Their logic is probably.
Well, this is Disney logic,
Mm-hmm.
which means that there's no logic in it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they actually did remove her.
Everyone's saying it's false. It's not false if you're removing her
Right.
for the yearly rotation. Like, I understand characters have a rotation,
Yeah.
but the fact with the online presence of how many videos, TikTok videos, Instagram videos, photos, YouTube videos of people literally going to the park just to see this queen. Okay, and obviously spend the rest of the day in Disney, but like looking for her, and you're gonna remove that character? Like, wouldn't you want to keep that character every so often, not just once a year, because that generates money for the park?
I mean, I'd probably, if that many people are going, I'd probably want to have like a little interactive area where it's like it's just for the evil queen,
Right.
where she could have like some sort of like her own like little stage show or whatever like that.
Yeah, and so a lot of people do get the opportunity to take photos with her. She's in parades and stuff, because they do parade and like all the characters are in it. But it's just they're saying that it's not true because it was just like a rumor, and then like TikTok made it go viral, and
No,
everyone's doing.
Like I said, bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Disney decided to do this, and then people said, "What the hell are you doing?" And Disney's like, "Oh crap."
Exactly.
Never mind. We'll do whatever you say. Just please spend your money with us.
Yeah. So it's supposedly again, like that comment said, that they're saying that it will continue to appear year round. I think now you said that because of the people getting upset about it,
Right.
and people probably tagging Disney to the death of all this. But I think it's kind of annoying that this was even an option. I did hear that some people did complain about the evil queen because she was so good at her character. Like, it's a banter, guys. She's playing a character. So if you're like, oh, like someone in one of the videos was like, oh my god, someone said I look just like you, and she's like, they lied. And someone was saying like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, and she's like, you're ugly.
Yeah.
But that's her character. She wasn't a nice character.
Right.
And I just, the sensitivity of these people, like, to complain.
I
To
guess.
go complain.
I guess.
And it's like, this is a character, okay? If there was another character that you liked, and they were doing stuff, playing the part, are you going to complain about that too? But just because she's a little abrupt, that's what her personality is.
That's true. Yeah, in our overly sensitive world, I can see these people out there getting upset. Because again, then they get to be a victim.
Yeah.
Oh, look what you said to me. Oh my gosh, look at my tears.
Yeah.
Like my tear photo. Like and subscribe.
Exactly, yeah.
Seriously.
You should hear what the queen said to me.
Oh my gosh, join my Patreon and I'll
Rage
tell
bait.
you.
Yes. So the most magical place on earth might be losing some of its most famous characters. Disneyland fans are furious at reports that certain characters who typically roam the theme park year-round will be scaled back after the Halloween season ends.
No one's furious.
Villains, no.
Keep going.
The fans are furious.
No, they're not. They're not. They're upset. You mean to tell me someone's sitting at home like furious?
Yes, you should see the comments on TikTok. You should see all the videos on TikTok. You should see all the stuff.
Man, we need some psychiatrists in this world.
Disneyland's villains, including the Evil Queen and Maleficent, are rumored to only return to parks during spooky season. Again, they're not spooky. What makes them as Halloween?
This whole thing doesn't make sense.
So, which is typically celebrated from mid-August through October 31st each year. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The spokesperson for Disney denied the removal and called it a fan site Rumor in a statement to The Independent, saying Villains are an important franchise to us and will continue to be available in our theme parks. We are building a whole land on Villains at Walt Disney World as part of the expansion. Okay, that's Disney World though. What about Disneyland? However, the rumors of some villains leaving the park were first sparked by multiple viral videos of Disney actors playing the evil queen who, while remaining in character, cryptically said that the role will disappear at the end of the month. So why are they saying that if it's not true? So, quotations, are you soaking up all of your time with me before the end of the Halloween season and my retirement back to my dungeon for an undisclosed period of time, is what the evil queen said in one video. They're revoking her invitation, so I guess they're revoking mine as well, she said, gesturing at an actor playing Maleficent next to her. You can all go and cry to the powers that be in the kingdom that don't rule fairly. That every day, every moment, that you miss me. So, she then urged anyone watching the video to complain to Disney as well. Another video shows another actor playing the evil queen saying, yes, go complain, tell them that you want me, specifically all year round. Why would they be saying it if it's not true? In another video, she hints to visitors that Cinderella's wicked stepmother and stepsister who join her and Maleficent are leaving after Halloween. What? Even one of the characters, I haven't seen Tangled, but Mother Gothel would be joining them, leaving after Halloween. Like, what? So, she also appeared to confirm that Cruella will stay at the park year-round. Okay, Cruella's more spooky.
A little bit. Yeah, I guess.
Disney didn't immediately return the Independent's request for clarification on the rumor exits. Of course not, because they were frantically panicking.
They're probably doing focus groups. What should we say? Let's see what the focus group says. Or they're on the phone with Bibi Netanyahu. Hey, what do we do? Sorry, that was low. That was low.
Theme park enthusiasts have shared their disappointing reactions to reports of the exit across social media, while many sharing that they left complaints on Disney's websites. Okay, so again, if this wasn't true, why all the complaints? That's unfortunate because a lot of the evil queens are legendary characters that people visit the park to meet. Like I was saying, people specifically go to meet these people. One ex-user wrote, while another deemed the rumor changed unfair. So live-action characters from Disney movies roam around in all 4 of the Walt Disney World's theme parks in Florida, as well as the 2 parks at California's Disney Resort. The surprise interactions and meet and greets have a staple since opening day in 1955. If it's such a staple, why are we removing characters? That's my... Especially your top-tier characters. Like, again, yes, I do understand what you're saying. Like, you know, mostly people go for the princesses and stuff like that. But in the world we live in, there's a high percentage of people who love villains. That's why I say the horror community, but I know you're saying it's not related, but people like villains.
Yeah.
So if they're going to see the villains and you're basically, there's rumor that there's a possibility they're removing them from the year-round appearance, that's not fair to the consumer, because what if they can't go during Halloween? Do you know how busy it is in Halloween at Disneyland?
Probably pretty busy.
It is super busy. I've heard people get tickets for Disneyland during the Halloween season. They're like online for 4 hours to try and get tickets.
Yeah.
So, just in like a wait-in period. So I think that was really shitty of Disney to try and do. I would say bravo to the people who actually complained to keep the characters in their year-round. I highly recommend going and watch the videos on TikTok, Instagram of the Evil Queen because she's fucking hilarious. She's great at her character. A lot of people were saying that because they discovered who the actual actor was, that's why this happened. Because Disney doesn't want that, doesn't like that people know who the real actors are.
Okay.
I mean, I can understand, like, stalker situations.
You know
or
what you
so.
could do, because this took me, like, 2 seconds?
Mhm.
Because this is why I have a hard time with the terms like furious and outraged, because you go to Disneyland, there's still so many things, a whole park to see, rides, merchandise. I mean, if you're really going to spend all that money just to see a villain, that seems like a lot of money because right here, we're in a Princess Parties in Phoenix, Princess Party Company. List of Disney villain characters and how to rent them. Happily Ever After and fairy tale events and princesses. Villains. Most cities have. I remember when I went to see, it was at Fan Fusion. I went to see Dick Van Dyke, and there was a Mary Poppins, and she looked amazing. Mm-hmm. And I was like a few people down from her, and she dressed as Mary Poppins, but she was a part of a princess group here, and she dressed up as all, and she was given, oh my gosh, these people now, the families get me, and the dads are always hitting on me, and it's so sick, and you have to be careful because you have to come in so the kids don't see you, and you have to leave when they don't see you. You can, if you really want to see the villains that bad, you live in most cities in America, you can rent the Evil Queen and have her come to your daughter or son's birthday party or event or something like that. I'm just saying, the Disneyland stuff, that's what I'm saying. If you're so upset and so riled up because that's what you're wanting to go there for and see, there's other ways to do it. For me, it's kind of weird in my little brain to say.
Have you seen the videos of the Evil Queen at Disneyland?
I'm sure she's really good. I'm sure she is.
That is what they're talking about. They go specifically to see her and the fact that they were going to remove her.
Okay.
I'm not saying they go to the park just to see her.
Right.
But if she brings people, yes, you're right. You can rent a Disney character.
Well, like I said, the one I saw, she looked really convincing.
But people like the banter because she takes time to banter. She plays her character so well that it makes her popular.
Well, I mean, I hope that Disney then, since that, again, I'm not trying to be difficult, I'm just, because I don't understand the concept of it, for a theme park, like this isn't like a convention or things we go to or where you're seeing cosplayers or seeing the real actors. If that is truly why you're taking your family to Disneyland, then I can understand why it would be frustrating because it's like if that's the reason you're going and they take that away, okay, even though because you're like it's not fair. It's like well, one life is, but I mean you're right. Disney should say, hey, there is a market for this. Maybe we should backtrack. Okay, we'll let just a couple of them. Well, Cruella, Evil Queen, the main ones. But again, the main thing is why just Halloween. I guess for me, it's just weird that, again, maybe because it's not my jam, it's not my thing, so I shouldn't be critical of it, because just because it isn't my thing doesn't mean it's not important to someone else. It's just weird that you might travel 3,000 miles, especially on the East Coast, to go to Disney and spend $1,000 or probably just so you can have a banter with an Evil Queen character, no matter how good she is. And if they take that away, it's like I am outraged and furious, and
They were upset, yeah. I say the word outrage. I don't mean it like political riots, outrage,
but I mean that there are people probably out there that are probably.
They were upset. People are like literally like I look all day in the park to hopefully run into her.
And so those people probably are at Disneyland or in the park probably on a fairly regular basis or have a season pass or something like that. For those people, it's like okay. But I don't know. I should stay out of it because again, just because it's not something that I would get upset about, doesn't mean it's not important. And that's the part that's not fair is me saying this is. I shouldn't say it's stupid.
I laugh
it's important to
when you're like someone's going to travel 3,000 miles and then pay all this money. I'm like, if you're a fan of someone, yeah.
But you're a fan of.
I mean, if you had the opportunity to sponsor someone that you can bring into like one of the events we go to, would you?
For the actual actor, yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, it's different because it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But in my mind, it's like because the Evil Queen's an animated character, and while yes, there's someone that they have auditioned and hired to play a character that didn't really physically exist, but they have someone that put on the costume. Like I said, which is to me is different than like a David Howard Thornton because he was he's Art the Clown. He's an actual physical character. He's a person. Art is a person in a costume where.
Gal Gadot was a physical character. And she was there in the park with the Evil Queen.
Well, if Gal is going to be the Evil Queen in the park, then absolutely. Let's go see her. But, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is why, I don't actually care one way or another. I just think it's interesting that Disney will say no and then bow down and go back and forth. Just be, like we've always said, just Why? Just say, hey, we're gonna keep the character, or we're not.
Yeah.
Don't waffle back and forth. Don't like, hey, we're taking this way. Never mind. You're upset. That's what you're prodding to see,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it's probably because that actor gets paid. So
Yeah,
you look to cost cut, so you're looking to cut back. So like maybe we don't need to pay all these actors to be here every day, so we'll just take them away because it'll save money. Because even though they make billions of dollars, they don't want to pay anyone's wages.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is probably why she would get upset, because now she's not going to have as much work and income.
Yeah,
she might have to find a real not a real job, but a different job, because that is actual real job. It probably doesn't pay as much as being a Disney princess in the park, or a villain. So
she does rotate. Like the specific girl that they're talking about, she does rotate.
Okay.
She plays like the evil stepmother from Cinderella. She plays Agatha from, I don't know the name of Agatha.
The WandaVision.
Yeah, the WandaVision. And I guess another character, but
so she's just a mean person.
She plays the part well. Why not? Right? So
it's kind of exciting. I want to meet her now.
But you should Google the TikTok videos. You'll probably understand why people were upset or saying it's unfair.
I'm not saying she's not good at her job. It's just
look, it's a fandom. I'm not gonna.
I shouldn't. You're right. That's why I'm saying I shouldn't.
You know how I am. I'm telling you this story because I think it's interesting, and I'm animated about it because it's like as if if someone said that to me about Elvira, she's no more. I'd be like, what? So I mean, it's gonna come to a point like that, but it's just funny how something we consider, like you're saying, it's just a character. But something so minimal Disney is removing, and people are upset about it.
Yeah.
Why don't you remove characters who are actually causing controversy? I'm sure there's plenty of characters in recent movies that they've done that they're there year round that probably don't have the same popularity, or just it's stupid. It's stupid. I think money wise, it's a dumb move, but they're saying it's not true anymore. There was just a rumor. Okay, well, rumors start for a reason.
And people spoke out, and then that's maybe there is a happily ever after this story.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Snow White will bite the apple and just cease to exist, and they'll remove her.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm still kind of bitter about the Snow White live action movie. I haven't seen it, but
no one should.
Yeah, no one should. I would think the popularity of Snow White would go down after that movie, it probably did.
I would hope not in terms of in the park, because it's not her fault. Whoever's playing Snow White in the park, it's not her fault what happened. It's Disney, so maybe the merchandise, maybe they shouldn't worry about the merchandise. But then again, you're taking away kids and little girls' opportunity to be a princess.
And there are little girls who do go to see the Evil Queen and Maleficent and stuff like that. You know how kids are. There's kids who love Chucky, and you're like, you're only 5. So, I just thought it's an interesting story.
Yeah, that's it. And my interest,
Brian shut it down real quick.
My interest is just the interesting part for me is just, like I said, the waffling. Just you pro.
Waffles?
Yeah, I wish.
Belgian waffles?
I wish the intern would make us some. But
she immediately
make me a waffle sandwich. No, it's just these big companies doing this. They always want to cut back, and then when people are like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, we didn't mean it."
Yeah, you did. Actually, fun fact.
Just own it.
When we went to Universal Studios almost a year ago, did you know that? I didn't know this. You may have known this. But all those people that play these characters, they're part of the Actors Association, or
I think are they SAG?
Yeah, or something like that. I had no idea. I thought, because I know they have to audition, but her friend was telling me that not just anyone can audition. You have to be part of like the actors group or something.
Probably have to be a SAG member.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I had no idea. I literally had no idea. That was
or there's got to be some union. I don't know, because
it's like an actors.
It'd be a theater union,
type,
theater workers union, because
not just.
Because not everything. The SAG is screen actors, and that are not on screen, so it probably like some sort of union. Everything in California is unionized.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That was a fun fact for me, and I was like, oh, because I can't remember why. I think because of the One Piece characters that we went and saw during Fan Fest. They were really into character, and I was like, wow, these people did a really good job. And that's when she told me, like, not just anyone. You got to audition, but you have to be part of this group.
Okay.
So
That's what she said?
Yep. That's what she said. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this story as much as Brian did. As you can see by the look in his...
Wait, what?
The look he gave us. So, the Evil Queen is here to stay. Bravo. Good job on complaining. Or rallying together. Which is something we should do as a society. For other things, too. But I wouldn't be caught dead supporting Disney. To be honest. Not even to go meet that evil queen. If you know, you know. Anyways, go outside, get some sun, and touch grass. Okay, bye!